Flowers and skid marks stain the site of a deadly attack. Here is where police say a man motivated by hate ran down a Muslim family just out for a walk.
Actually seeing that and hearing about it and being right there is just, it's awful.
Paige Martin drove by the scene just after it happened. She saw people performing CPR trying to save lives, but a 74-year-old woman died here. A man and woman in their 40s and a 15-year-old girl were rushed to hospital and died. The lone survivor in hospital with serious injuries tonight, a 9-year-old boy.
I have nieces and nephews that are that age. Like, what are they gonna do? You know, it's one of those, like, why? They were just out for a walk.
A family walk, as was their habit, say those who know them. But last night, police say a man driving a pickup truck purposely jumped the curb and mowed the family down.
We believe that this was an intentional act and that the victims of this horrific incident were targeted. We believe the victims were targeted because of their Islamic faith.
Police arrested the suspect a short distance later. They say he was wearing a vest that looked like body armor. They wouldn't say why they believe hate was the motive, but that revelation has shaken the community, especially those who know the family.
It was a beautiful family and one of the nicest person I have ever known. If that is true, that's really evil. Like, I can't comprehend how can someone do that.
This family friend recalls what happened when she heard the news.
It's very, very, very difficult. Everyone is screaming and crying. We leave our country to come to Canada to save, but we are not safe. We are not safe anymore.
The mayor of London made it clear an attack on the city's Muslim community is an attack on all.
Let me be clear. This was an act of mass murder perpetrated against Muslims, against Londoners, and rooted in unspeakable hatred.
And today, people tried to fight that with love, honoring the victims lost and the boy whose life is forever changed.
So, Magda, let's talk about that little boy for a moment. What is your sense of what the community is trying to do for him?
Well, we know that there's been an online campaign to raise funds for the boy, that thousands of dollars have already been raised. And this community is going to continue to come together over the next few days. A vigil has been planned for a mosque in the community. And of course, this memorial, I'm sure, will continue to grow.
No doubt. Magda, thank you very much
Thank you.
today. And along with the grief and anger, there is, of course, so much worry for that little boy. Earlier, I spoke with Abdel Fattah Tawakkul, a former imam of the London Muslim Mosque. He knows the family and those who love them. Imam, thank you for being with us tonight. And I think what so many people want to know right now, is there anything you can tell us about how the little boy is and what sort of support is there for him?
So the boy had serious injuries. They're considered as non-life-threatening. So we believe that he will survive and get through this. He does have some family supports here, and we will continue to offer whatever that we can for the boy and for the extended family to get past or to get through this tragedy.
Imam, I know you've been speaking with people in the community all day, and I'm wondering, what is it overwhelmingly that you are hearing from them about how they're feeling right now?
Right now, understandably, there are a lot of raw emotions. We feel that this was an attack on all of us, because this was something, it's a hate-motivated murder. And this is something that, you know, as Canadians, we think that this is something that is unfathomable, but we've already experienced, just within the Muslim community, 3 different incidences over the past few years. You know, in 2017, the Quebec mosque massacre, and then last year in 2020, the brother who was killed at the IMO, and now 4 members of the same family that are killed out of hatred. And so this is something that we need to take a collective stand and to say that we will not accept any form of violence based on hatred or discrimination. And we really need to take concrete steps to stand collectively to say that we will not accept any of these actions, neither for ourselves within the Muslim community nor for anyone outside of the Muslim community. It's a collective stance that draws upon our common sense of humanity.
Imam, as we're standing here, people are bringing flowers. A number of people have said, what can they do to help? They know people are afraid within the community. So what can they do? What could you say to them to help them know what to do right now?
So we acknowledge and validate, the fears. Members within the Muslim community, we've received multiple messages to ask, is it safe for us to walk the streets? And we want to be able to provide a sense of reassurance that, in general, our community is safe. But we need to take a stance that is collective. And so if you see or hear of any form of discrimination or hatred or racism or bigotry, then we have to call it out and stand against it unequivocally.
Imam, thank you very much. We're all thinking of you in your community right now. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.